Hey guys, how you doing? Big Guy Z here. Now, as some of you may know, I've been giving my thoughts and reviews of the Starblade Chronicles over the years. Wait, hold on. Years? Has it really been years? Because it hasn't really felt like years, to be honest. And for those who don't know, I have two things to say to you. Number one, hi, where have you been? And number two, if you have not done so already, please check out my YouTube channel and check out the Starblade Chronicles playlist. Like, right now. So yeah, it would be kind of weird for me to do all of that and not at least give you guys some sort of roundup of what I thought about the Starblade Chronicles as a whole. And as a whole, I thought the series was, well, decent. Sure, the writing style was on point as always. I always felt like I was right in there with Tom Ward and co. But here's the thing. When you continue from an epic 13-book saga and the second collection of books is just a trilogy, I personally can't help but feel that the second collection was just, tacked on. It's like the Starblade Chronicles is the Quantum of Solace to the Warstone Chronicles Casino Royale. Yeah, the second one is technically a sequel, but in reality it's just part 2 to the story as a whole. To round things out, with Wardstone, Tom Ward and co were up against the Fiend. The devil himself. The source of all evil, who wanted to plunge the world into eternal darkness. With Starblade, sure, Tom Ward and his crew had to go up against an army of monsters who wanted to kill all men and enslave a woman, but, the Fiend. I mean, fair play to Starblade, there were some pretty cool moments that stick out for me. And this is all coming from memory, by the way. Grimalkin, she was awesome, she is awesome, and she always will be awesome. Her honor, her dedication, her strength. I am so crushing on her right now. And I must admit, I also thought it was quite awesome how the first book ended on a cliffhanger, even though I didn't really like the cliffhanger itself, but more on that later. Jenny. I thought that Jenny was a really cool introduction to the Spooks world. I mean, being a seventh daughter of a seventh daughter, having the additional gift of empathy, there was so much potential there for the character to be explored. So much potential there. But unfortunately, Jenny's character wasn't explored, which gives me a sweet transition to all the things about Starblade Chronicles, well, at least some of the things of the Starblade Chronicles, that I did not like. Jenny's death. One of the worst deaths of a main character in a book for me. I mean, look, Water Witch grabs Jenny by the leg gets infected, infection kills Jenny. I mean, it was even made much worse by all that untapped potential that I mentioned earlier. Bill Arkwright's return. Own it for it not to be Bill Arkwright. I mean, for me, Bill Arkwright was one of my favourite side characters in the Wardstone Chronicles. He would have been a great ally to Tom Ward and friends in the fight against the Cobblers. So you can imagine my disappointment when I read on to discover that Bill Arkwright, well, the Fiend that was supposed to be Bill Arkwright was, nothing but a tulpa. Tom Ward's death. I mean, the fact that it happened at the end of the first book of the Starblade Chronicles kinda took the shock away from me. I just always felt that something was gonna happen that would bring him back. I mean, like I previously mentioned, I like the fact that they added a cliffhanger at the end of the first novel, thus breaking tradition of it being just ended like in the previous Warstone Chronicles books. But I just kinda wish they added a slightly different cliffhanger. So there you have it, my little roundup of the Starblade Chronicles series. Sure, it's not quite up there with the Warstone Chronicles, but it's a nice little additional adventure that, well, rounds things up. Do you agree or disagree with my thoughts on the Starblade Chronicles? Or do you have some other cool Starblade Chronicle moments you'd like to share with me? Just let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You could do this in a number of ways. You could, I don't know, click on the fancy BGZ logo on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can click on the circular image of my lovely face at the end screen, which you'll see in a moment. Or you can literally just click on a button down below that says subscribe. Oh, and if you've already subscribed, you can click on that little bell icon there. That will notify you the moment I put up a video, if you want. But until then, lay a toes.